Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I'm Yusuf Durodola. I'm a visual artist and I'm based in Lagos. So, my art is I do paintings, I do performance, recycling. So that's what I do as an artist. The awareness of art in Africa is actually growing. Not unlike before that. Is bad, but today we have quite a number of gallery spaces, coming up. We have events, so people are taking art into another level entirely. We have art shows, taking off from the normal gallery space to where people can, as well access, to it. Ordinary people can just come, So it has been a very wonderful journey so far. And the awareness is, getting better. So I also believe that in the next 5-10 years, things will be so better than that. We're having more of residency now. We're having more of, events, from, different young ones too. And the orientation, parental orientation has really changed about art. Before, it was so bad that people don't really want their kids to go into art. They look at it as if they are just playing. But today, they are having artists that are doing well and they have really changed the orientation, the narratives. So today, having even the people, the parents that also want their kids to study art. What I realized was maybe because of the bad economy now, people are looking at what handiwork, can a kid just do or their child can do. And looking at it from every perspective, you realize that art is in everything. Nothing you want to do without creativity. Just name it. Anywhere you want to go, the creativity is there. So from here, it has really reactivates their mind to understand that art is something that they need to embrace. Although we're having little challenges, when it comes to education, most of the schools, especially public schools, we don't really have these arts growing there. But in private schools, they knew that whatever things they want to do, the creativity is needed to decorate the school ambience, to do some stuff. Many things, the new art is essential. So therefore, they embrace that in most of private schools. So it's actually changing. Like 1 or 2 years back now, I've been creating, my performance pieces, my recycling work and painting. But of recent, I realized that more of my recycling work is being embraced because people are talking about the environmental pollution now, climate change, and my work is actually connected to that. So a lot of this art event is on recycled work, and I've been engaging with that. So, but also in line with that, along that side, I also create performance pieces also with it, because in 2016 I created a piece that I titled "Show Me You Love Me." It's on environmental pollution, and that has resurfaced into this matter of saving the earth. So my performance is also strongly connected to what is happening presently, and of recent, due to what is happening around us as an artist, we need to be sensitive because we are the torch for the community growth. So if the artists that are supposed to educate people more, to let them see what is saying that people are not seeing, is not now lighting up its own torch, definitely it will affect a lot of people. So for me, I believe this is my duty as an artist in the community. So I created a performance on our preparation for the election, and which I titled Sogundogoji. So Sogundogoji is a Yoruba word means gambling, that can, go along with gambling. So what I see presently now is we're actually gambling with everything that we do here. So because there is no element of truth in what we are doing, there is no element of transparency in what we do here. So my performance currently is actually talking about our preparation for the 2023 election. So because that is my home part, that is what I need to do. Apart from creating a work that people can acquire to embellish their walls. What of the minds? Is the work not talking about the mind or not connecting to the mind? So I create works that can connect to people's mind, not because you want to acquire it somewhere. So, but to change the orientation, to reactivate our sense of, connection to the environment and to things that are happening around us. So my performance is presently hammering on what is really happening in our political status, and how can we also as citizens engage in this. We need a lot of work to be done when it comes to that. We need to change people's orientation through our art and not just be promoting art from the negative angle. When they create work like a movie now, you see what they call the babalawo, the herbalists, traditionalists. They see them as always being evil, and that is totally wrong. No, we have to, find a way of identify this person is actually following his own negative minds, and not the item or the practice, which is a traditional practice, that is evil. No, the moment we paint that picture that what we have is negative, then definitely is negative, and we all see it from the negative angle, and this is what we connect to strongly, like our leaves, the herbs, the tablets. Are they not being created or being produced from all these leaves? So why is it that the way what we have, we are seeing it from negative angle? So we need both the teacher, both the instructor. We need to have it at the back of our mind that what we have is not negative. We should change our orientation, and whatever things we pass on to the generations, that is what stick to their minds. So the Western world have been able to say what we have is negative, and that is what is stick to their minds. We need to change that orientation and come to the present situation now, how arts can influence our political status. I believe as artists we need to also know what is our role to play here. Now we stand as an engineer for a decent culture and environment and our status. So if we don't do our own part, there's no way people will be educated, people will be oriented into that. So either you are a musician, you are a comedian, you are a theater practitioner, you are a visual artist, we all need to have the same voice and the same direction in educating people more. We need to do more critical analysis on what is happening so that they'll be able to learn more. Everything is all about protest. But the power of protest is creating a piece that can educate people. We have social media that can spread your information. So it's not about going on the street, destroying things. No, we should find a way of reorientating people about certain things. There are some hidden agenda, hidden drama that is not being obvious to all of us. But before we know, the time will have gone when the people that are supposed to do that critical analysis, they fail to do that. Now, one of my performance that I just did, which I titled Sogundogoji, is just talking about how from the primary to the general election, how have we been able to checkmate what is happening? When someone is getting a form for 100 million naira, are you telling me that after that primary election, 100 million naira is gone? No, there should be a compensation from their own party. So if someone wins from their party, they're going to give position for them as a compensation that, okay, you drop 100 million naira. Now, is that person not going to get his own money back? Even if it is me, I will also do the same thing. And this is what we need to do, to critically look into and see how we can checkmate ourselves. Because it's a party thing does not mean that as a nation we cannot influence them, we cannot stop them even when they are doing wrong thing. So because the politics start from that angle, it's not from when you get your PVC. Your PVC is just to play your own right, but it is what they present to you that you are going to work on. Your PVC will work on. So your PVC is just secondary to what we are talking about. The primary stage of it, which is, getting the candidate, is from the party, which is the primary. So who is detecting or who is presenting those ones? And that is why those that they think they have information, creative information, and the creative way to project it, they should also, come to the action. And not just sitting down and be doing online analysis or, talking. We blow grammar too much. So let's put it into an action and let people learn. So that is how I think the creative industry can educate people, can also open up their minds. Either from your music, you can do that. Talk about the issues that are bothering us, issues that are affecting our livelihood, our sustainability. If you're a visual artist, let's do the same thing. Because you cannot take art away from our life. So if art is in everything, then when we talk, our politics, everything, art is there. So we should find a way of bringing out the art in it and let people see it. So for me, I believe strongly in art that can change the whole thing. People only need information. They only need, things that will make them see beyond what is happening. Now, presently, let's even try to analyze what has happened at the APC level now. Someone dropped 100 million naira for a form, and we have maybe how many of them? Maybe like 20 or something. Now, how much is that? By the time they now have a candidate, they have more than enough to spend for that candidate. Are you now telling me that other party that they don't have that resources will be able to meet up with that? And at this level, at this time, people only go for money. So they have money to buy people's mind. That is what it means. So if we have like 10 people that drop 1 million naira, and at the end of the whole stuff, they gave them position to occupy a position, and the person is going to take his own money back, definitely in every aspect that these people have gone to, we will suffer that. Which means if care is not taken for like 8 years, they're going to still be battling with stubbornness, poverty. Because the people that's been elected to that position, they have also spent so much to get to that position. Are you telling me that they will not collect the money back? If it is me, I will do the same. So if we are requesting and things are happening, we cannot work on let's reduce the costs so that you won't see as if you are buying it. They shouldn't be buying the position, but get to that position based on credibility. So who is analyzing this? How are we going to understand what is happening there? So they take away education that will liberate people's mind, and they introduce poverty. And tell me, who can withstand hunger? Even if they staff any politician, big politician, staff him and bring him out again, he will never remain the same. He will humble himself. And that is to show that the people that are collecting the money, you cannot as well, criticize them as such, because the process, the structure has enslaved them. So there's no way someone is giving you 5,000, 10,000 to come and vote, you not vote. Since when have you gotten that kind of money? So we need our art to talk about that, to orientate people. And art is a very viable tool to change the whole narrative. If you don't understand what your art stands for, then even you yourself, you are not a living person. Because as human, we are also an artwork. So there's no way you want to take art away from us. The way we talk, the way we see, the way we sit, the way we do everything is art about us. So tell me, how is art will not be useful in everything we do? So in this election that is coming, art is what I know that's the only thing that can save the whole stuff. Either from reading, you are a good writer, you write about it, you are a musician, you sing about it, you are a visual artist, you do the same thing about that. Let's use everything, even fashion designers. You have an illustration that talks about that. Inscribe on the fabric that people are wearing. They are also using fashion as political parties. They are using it for their campaign. You see them writing their logo and everything on it. Why can't we also adapt that, platform to educate our people? So I believe that presently, I don't think people are really ready for that election, because lots of information are missing that we're supposed to get. They are missing. We should understand the fact that our PVC is not just to start from the secondary. We need to start from the grassroots. Who is choosing the candidate that we are using our PVC for? Not I and you. So now we'll be shouting on PVC. PVC is for what? To go and choose the best out of the corrupt people. So how do you want to survive that? So information is needed. Education, political education is needed for people to be aware of what is happening and how to go about it. I would say that we should learn how to question. We should learn how to think of our survival. What are the things that are threatening our survival? So if you understand that this has been the challenge for me or for our sustainability, then you understand what you need to question for. For example, if you know that they have introduced poverty to you, because you don't have, then you are not yourself. You cannot stand on your word. Definitely you know that anybody that is coming in, the question is, how do you want to solve the problem of poverty? And how do you want to go away from it? So we need to prepare ourselves when it comes to education, understanding what is happening, search for the knowledge. If you don't know, ask, what is really happening? Why this? How many people have asked the reason why we are having so much huge amount of money to get funds? Those are the things that we need to question. What are they doing? What is happening? So what are we advised for is search and ask questions. Be curious of what is happening. Someone can come and just be, as we all have, all these politicians that will come and just be lying, they will, talk what they will not be able to achieve. Ask them sensitive questions. And from there, these people, they are just there. So how we advise, that's my advice, that ask questions so that you will know. Always prepare, always willing to know more. The more you know, the better you become. Thank you.